Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today, this is, in my opinion, this is a historical day for the channel. This is a knife that I definitely factually should have owned for a long time. It's something that I can't really believe that I don't have as part of my collection. And the reason is because I've been holding out for exactly the right variant. Now, truthfully, the perfect variation of this is so unbelievably rare. I came to the conclusion I'm going to have to settle for, something not absolutely perfect. But I did this one. I kept going and looking at it, and I thought, should I do it? Should I do it? And I realized you're going to do it eventually. Might as well do it. So here it is. And it's also going to lead into another discussion topic, which I would like to re-explore. So I can't wait to share this with you guys. This is not a review today. We're just opening it up and taking a look at it. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me, and make sure that your notifications are turned on for the Metal Complex YouTube channel. So what do we have? I've not actually unzipped this pouch yet. I just now took it out of the box. In fact, it arrived on my doorstep like 10 minutes ago. There it is. There it is. This is a Strider SNG Performance. It has they call it the industrial finish. Looks like stonewash to me. Now, a lot of you might be thinking, don't you own that knife already? I own an SMF, which I think is awesome, but it's too big for me to EDC. It's just too big. I like it a lot. It's too big. This is a brand new Strider, and yes, to my knowledge, this is literally all they come with. In fact, it might be that the retailer that sent it to me just added this pouch, because they used to just come with a Ziploc bag. Some people have feelings about that. Why isn't the box nicer? Personally, once I take it out of the box, I forget the box exists, right? I mean, I keep the box, I put the COA in the thing, whatever, right? It'd be nice to get a COA with these, but as far as like packaging being not present, I can't say that I really care about that. I've been wanting to get the perfect version of the SNG for a while. The standard version of the SNG looks very clunky to me. I don't like it. I also knew that I wanted full titanium, which is a bummer, because if you want full titanium in a Strider, you have to be ready to pay a crap load of money. And on top of that, I don't like the standard hardware. I like the performance hardware, which costs even more for reasons that I don't understand. It doesn't matter, though, because I bought it. I bought this knife with the full intention of actually carrying it. Part of the reason why I bought this particular one is because it is actually centered. This is an authentic Strider. It is not a clone. But this is why you might think that it was a clone, because it's centered, right? Yeah, no, it's authentic. So let's go ahead and open this boy up. Oh, very nice indeed. We have a stone-washed blade. Is there a tip to this Strider? There actually is. It actually does hook in a little bit. Sometimes Strider rounds the tips. This one isn't it's got an okay tip there. I don't know why Strider does that, but he does. Striders run on PV washers, and this particular one is in S30V, which is fine with me, right? I didn't really care, honestly. I wanted one of the middle ground steels, like with the rounded. S30V, Magna Cut would have been fine. There's actually a few other steels that I think I would have been completely okay with, right? I did not want, something like 20CV, doesn't he make them out of S110V sometimes? I didn't want that. Just wanted a straightforward Strider with a good EDC profile. Love the performance position of the pocket clip. I think that this will be great. This is actually substantially smaller than my SMF, and it's also the contouring and everything. I don't know. Normally contouring makes it feel a little thicker. In this case, no. The action is beautiful for phosphor bronze action. It's absolutely, it's ridiculously smooth. It's just awesome. Now, you might be wondering, what is the perfect version of that knife, if not the version that you just picked up there? The most perfect version I have ever seen is exactly this, contoured and everything, performance version, in various steels. And it has the diamond texturing on it. Not the gunner grip, This would be the micro diamond texturing. I've only ever seen it on a very old monkey edge listing that has been gone for 10 years. I've literally never seen one again in the wild or even on Google. It's just never been that way. I don't know why he doesn't do the, the little micro diamond texturing or whatever. But couldn't find it. That's fine. Didn't want the gunner grip version. I just don't like it. This will be fine with me. There's plenty of lock-in with the ergonomic zones. Strider still does not do a steel lock bar insert. It's a carbonized titanium lock face. Now, it obviously works. Why he doesn't just upgrade, I have no idea, right? Strider has a bumpy history, right? Long time ago, he said some things that weren't true and people got really upset about it. That happened, and I can understand why people got upset about it. At this point, however many years later, personally, it's the knife that I'm not really reviewing MIG Strider, right? I know this is going to come up in the comments, and everybody has the right to feel however they want. I definitely don't want to condone, what he said, and say that it's okay for other people to say that. But at the same time, I'm still interested in the knife, and I'm not so much interested in something that happened that long ago. So I think the vast majority of the community has moved on, but that doesn't mean that you have to. That's perfectly fine if you have not. I'm going to proceed with the content I plan to make with this knife and carry it anyway. As far as I'm concerned, this is the knife. My thoughts will be entirely contained within the parameters of this object itself. This is now an official part of my, Holy Trinity. And when I say Holy Trinity, people say, well, my Holy Trinity is this, my Holy Trinity is that, which is fine. Everybody can have their own Holy Trinity. Factually, the original Holy Trinity, as it pertains to I have to say that because people will think that I mean literally, and then they'll proceed to educate me on what the historical Holy Trinity is, which I'm well aware of. The religious Holy Trinity, thank you. As far as, in the context of the knife world, the original factual Holy Trinity that can never be changed, right? We can make new ones. We can say, these are the new guys, and this is who I would pick. We can do that, but the original Holy Trinity never changes. You can never undo it. The original Holy Trinity are the three makers, Mick Strider, Rick Hinderer, and Chris Reeve. And beyond that, specifically, the three knives that really define the Holy Trinity are specifically the Mick Strider SNG, the Hinderer XM18 3.5 inch, and the Chris Reeve Sebenza. Now that I own all three and will carry all three, this is my current dedicated XM user. I've had many in the past, but this is my current user. I have the Sebenza 31, which is a recent acquisition. I have been enjoying carrying this a lot. I enjoy carrying this a lot more than I remember when I reviewed it the first time. Now I'm going to carry this one. And the goal here is to actually revisit the Holy Trinity. And the reason is because a long time ago, when I had, discussed this, years ago on this channel, I had discussed my opinions on the Holy Trinity. And it basically went like this. The Strider is ugly. I don't like it and I'll never own it. The Chris Reeve, it kind of looks cool, but it's also kind of boring, and I really don't like deploying it. The Hinderer is the best by far. I will hear no other opinions. It is my favorite. It is vastly superior, blah, blah, blah. Fast forward to today. What do I think? I love the Strider. I was completely wrong about it. I really, really like the ergonomics, and just like, well, not the Sebenza, but the Umzon, just like the Hinderer XM18, 3.5 inch, and a number of other designs, this actually influenced or it motivated me to design my own knife, and a lot of, the lines on my own knife are actually modeled after things that I like about Strider. It's very obvious if you put them up next to each other. If you didn't know that, I did a whole video about all the knives that I based my design on. So I love the Strider. I think it's cool. The Sebenza, I still don't love the hydraulic action, and I definitely don't like the thumb stud, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't enjoying carrying this knife. Now, I haven't really figured out if I'm just enjoying the novelty of finally letting myself enjoy the Sebenza as a tool. The other thing is, I really, really like the carbon fiber version of this knife. I still don't love the aesthetic of the standard plain tie, but I can't deny how good of a tool it is. This is, really getting a pretty good workout. I have very much enjoyed carrying it. So my goal here, even though this topic has been beat into the ground, that's perfectly fine with me. I'm no stranger to re-exploring topics that have been beat into the ground, even by me. I plan to carry these things on rotation. I mean, a lot. On top of all the stuff that I'm reviewing and my other preferences, these 3 knives are going to be prioritized over, I would say it needs to go on for at least a couple months. And then I want to re-explore the Holy Trinity topic. I want to give a final opinion on what my personal favorite is, not necessarily relating to how good it is as a tool, and, you know, talk about each knives and their pros and cons. And then I want to also specifically talk about which knife I think makes the best tool, so that people can get a clear understanding. I think it would be a really fun idea to return to this topic after actually having these things in a permanent rotation, because, you know, what happened with these two is I handled them and I decided I don't need to own these, right? And changed my mind about this one slowly over time, and then ultimately came around to this one and had been carrying. I mean, I've got plenty of experience with the XM18. I can tell you everything that I love and hate about it, and everything that I wish would change and everything I don't want to change, right? But I want to have a similar experience with these two so that I can really give a clear answer to this. Everybody's going to have their own opinion. Even people who have never even touched these knives will have their own opinion on it, and I think that's perfectly fine. But I do want to talk about these because we're not there yet. These are not vintage knives, but in the near future, they will be considered vintage knives. Like, these are, you know, coming up in age. So I'd like to have like a final Holy Trinity video on this channel. And then we can move on to whatever we think the next big group of 3. It doesn't even have to be 3. It can be a group of 5, right? You know, people obsess over like what the Holy Trinity should be and what the new Holy Trinity. You can do that all you want. This is set in stone, is what the original was, right? There is no, people always go, what about Emerson? What about Emerson? He was never in the Holy Trinity. I mean, he makes good knives. People like his knives, right? There's a number of other U.S. knife makers that people just want to remove one and puts it, but it's not that way. This is originally the way that it was. So that's why we're going to focus on these. But I am excited. This one's going right in the pocket. It's awesome. It's exactly what I wanted it to be. Came with a perfect edge, and it is brand new. This is not a secondary market purchase. Really, the biggest problem with the Strider is the cost, despite not really being anything spectacular over these other two. But I'm excited. Let me know what you think. You'll get an update on this guy. You'll actually get a full isolated review on the Performance SNG, since I don't have one on my channel. I only have the standard, like the more production-y Strider or whatever variation. I know there's multiple variations in there. And then ultimately a final video on these 3. So anyways, very excited, very cool. Love this. I think it's awesome. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do of course have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.